and JayDaYoungan dad popped him in the leg. He threw everything he had in his hand except for his strap, and they jumped into that Nissan and took a left into the alley. And so when they did that, you could hear the tires pop, and with the air wheezing out of it, you could hear the wind, the air wheezing out of it as it's losing air, and they're going down to the alley.
Early payday, fee-free overdrafts, no monthly fee. Chime, the #1 most loved banking app.
Alley further and further into the darkness. And then next thing you know, under one of the street lights a couple blocks down, that's when the doors open again. You can see the brake lights turn on, and they all run out of the vehicle in every direction. But then they all end up getting scooped by the white truck that spun the block in the front of the house. It's that same white truck that JayDaYoungan's sister and auntie said they seen in front of that house 2 hours before everything happened. And so y'all gotta understand, when they really get the facts, and the auntie and the sister, they're gonna know exactly what's going on. I mean, they weren't outside to see everything, but they seen the cars trying to lap that block, man. And so, you know, a lot of people, they want to get the justice for JayDaYoungan, and all the BBG guys are coming out. It looks like it's one of them is definitely the BBG guys, allegedly. And so what that means is basically that they actually slid from Baton Rouge. They took the highway straight. They didn't even stop to get gas or nothing, no bathroom breaks. And they didn't stop for woods or nothing. They had them already rolled up and really was on the way there. They were listening to all the Fulio songs. They were listening to the Young Boy songs, the Youngeen Ace songs, the diss songs that were released targeting JayDaYoungan. Because if you didn't know this whole time, JayDaYoungan is 23. And 23 is the same type of people who was rocking with Youngeen Ace before the fallout, when Fulio Squad hit up Youngeen Ace Squad, and JayDaYoungan claims 23. So y'all gotta understand, 23 was one of the people who got hit up in the JayDaYoungan's tragedy. And so now fast forward, no wonder he was having beef with him, because he think JayDaYoungan had took the name or had something to do with it. No, y'all gotta understand, man. JayDaYoungan dad, if he wasn't there, they could have ran into the whole crib and everything, man. The fact that he upped his pole and started busting back is that he was trying to defend himself, man. And so you got to do that, basically, in that situation, because if he wasn't there, then they would have been able to run inside, his auntie and his sisters in there, who would have known what happened, man. It would have been even more of a heist. They could have took everything out the house. But y'all got to understand that since he hit one of the dudes, the dude ended up getting dropped off at the hospital. They found the droplets that matched on the scene, man. In the dirt, the droplet from his leg, it leaked out and it clumped up onto the dirt. So they scooped up that little piece of evidence and they took it to the lab. When the dude got hit up, he got dropped off at the hospital by a different car. This time it was an SUV, because remember, they took off in a Nissan, then the tire went flat, then they hopped in the pickup truck. The pickup truck took them to the actual place where they hide out at. And on the way, another SUV was able to come up, some girl, and they dropped the dude off at the hospital in between New Orleans and Baton Rouge. And that's where they actually seen that, hey, somebody came in with a wound and a shooting just happened over here. And so they sent the 12 over there to ask the dude what he knew, how he got hit and everything. But the hospital gave him the lab sample and said that the droplets match this guy, what he's leaking out of his leg, and it's the same guy. And basically, they ask him if he's going to identify any of the other people. He says, I don't know who they are, but I could tell you which way they went and where they headed to. And so that was enough for the feds to basically get a lead now. and they went and they staked out BBG Tyler. They staked out BBG Tyler. They saw him going into basically like get everything so he could just live indoors. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't gonna come outside. So him and his girl, he was sitting in the car, and they went to go do grocery shopping so they could get everything and put it in the house, right? And BBG Tyler was just going to hide out from this whole thing for months and months and months, but they was being followed the whole time because the dude that got hit up in the leg told him exactly where they stayed at and what side of town. So they rolled up to Baton Rouge, the feds, and they seen BBG Tyler and his girl on the way back from getting the groceries and everything like that. So what they did was when they pulled up in the driveway and them two got out the car and went to the garage holding the grocery bags, they ran out the side of the house and actually had them stuck up, got on the ground, freeze, everything like that. And they captured BBG Tyler. And they didn't even know it was him at first until they laid him on the ground on the garage floor and they took his Pooh Shiesty mask off and they said, damn, that's BBG Tyler. It was him all along, man. He ended up snaking him. He ended up being a hitman. And so it was just like Scooby-Doo when they take the mask off the dude and they all surprised like, oh my gosh, it's this person? Yeah, that's exactly how it went, man. And y'all got to understand this was all played out. This was all scripted. Like, they knew that BBG Tyler was going to go and do the hit on JayDaYoungan as soon as he got that ankle monitor. That's why his dad was being way too loud, way too giving out the details, information of where they staying, the ankle monitor, where he's going to be doing his time at. It was just a sit and duck situation, man. Like, you got to be able to know who to tell what, and, you know, you can't tell everything about you. Like, for example, if you gotta go somewhere and you somewhere new, you don't tell nobody the new place until it's time. And basically, what happened is that when JayDaYoungan found out that he was gonna do his leg monitor at the auntie house, that blue house by the alley, JayDaYoungan dad went outside to every corner, every liquor store when he was buying his Henny. He was all over Facebook talking about how JayDaYoungan, the superstar rapper, his son is still going to be in Bogalusa at that same house that they grew up in and everything like that. And so that's when all the people realize his page is public. And so all the hitmen, all the BBG guys, all the ops and everything, Fulio and all of them, they going on his page and seeing exactly where JayDaYoungan is going to be. They even seen the pictures that the family posted, the barbecue they did, the 4th of July. It was all out there for the hitman to see. And so it's no surprise that they came and